Picture this. You're teetering on the edge of a crumbling stone bridge, the kind that spans a ravine so deep it might as well be bottomless, its jagged walls vanishing into a swirling mist that rises like the breath of something ancient and restless. It's night, deep, unforgiving night. The sky a vast, star-pocked void, each pinprick of light trembling faintly, too far to pierce the damp chill that clings to your skin like a second layer. The wind screams through the chasm below, a mournful howl laced with the sharp scent of wet moss, the sour bite of decay, and the faint metallic tang of stone worn by time. The bridge groans under your weight, its cracked surface littered with loose pebbles that skitter off into the dark with every shift of your boots, their clatter echoing down and down until the sound drowns in silence. You're alone, at least you think you are, your breath puffing out in quick white clouds, your hands clutching the splintered, moss-slick railing as if it's the last thread tying you to reality. But there's something else here, something you can't quite see, a presence, thick and oppressive, hovering just beyond the rim of your sight, its weight sinking into your chest, coiling around your spine, pressing against the back of your skull. You've felt it before, in the hush after a shouted word, in the dead hours of a sleepless night, in the fleeting glimpse of your own eyes in a mirror you turn from too fast. It's you, but not the you show. It's a shadow, a shape, a monster woven from every lie you've buried, every rage you've choked, every fear you've fled. The mist thickens, the bridge shudders, and a question tears up from the void, jagged and relentless. Are you ready to face it? Are you ready to stand here, on this trembling edge, and meet the monster inside you? The dark you've spent your life dodging, the truth you've drowned in noise? Are you ready to let it look back, to let it speak, to let it claim the space you've denied it? Here's the paradox that binds you like a rope, its fibers cutting into your flesh. You're whole, or so you've convinced yourself. A self built from light, from control, from the mask you wear for the world. Yet beneath that fragile shell skulks a twin, a beast you've chained but never slain. A darkness as much you as the breath in your lungs. You dread it, despise it even, shudder at its growl, its teeth, its unblinking stare. Yet it's the key to you, the root you can't sever, the peace you can't grow without. How can the thing you fear most be the thing you need most? How can the monster you've locked in the basement of your soul be the compass to freedom, the forge of strength, the mirror of truth? And here's the deeper wound, the one that pulses in the silence. What if fleeing it doesn't protect you but prisons you, keeps you shallow, keeps you lost, keeps you from stepping into the fullness of who you could be? What if the monster isn't your end, but your beginning, crouched in the shadows, waiting for you to stop running and turn? Let's not leap across the bridge just yet. Let's linger here, teetering on its brink. Let the wind lash, let the mist choke, let the presence swell. Picture your day, any day, the kind that dawns with a rhythm you've mastered but never owned. You wake, the room cloaked in gray, the clock ticking a steady 5:58 a.m. Its red digits a quiet taunt you've learned to ignore. You roll out of bed, the floorboards creaking under bare feet, and shuffle to the bathroom, the tiles icy against your soles. You splash water on your face, the cold a jolt, and catch your reflection in the mirror. There's a flicker, a tightening around your eyes, a shadow that darts behind your gaze before you blink it away. You shake your head, mutter, "It's nothing," and move on. Tea brewed, the kettle's whistle a shrill interruption, the steam curling up to fog the window as you sit with a newspaper, its ink smudged from restless fingers. Headlines blur, wars, scandals, a world unraveling, but your mind's elsewhere, snagged on last night, a sharp word to your partner you didn't mean, a flash of resentment at a friend's call you let ring, a pang of guilt you shoved down. Work beckons, a meeting at 9, a report to tweak, a smile you plaster on, and you glide through efficient, composed, the you they expect. But beneath it, there's a pull, a memory of that snapped reply, a twist of envy at a colleague's easy laugh, a thud of dread you can't pin. Lunch is a sandwich grabbed from a deli, bitten but barely tasted, your thoughts drifting to a promise you broke, a truth you skirted, a self you pushed aside. The day rolls forward, emails fired off, a grocery run, a nod to a neighbor, but each move drags a shadow, a hum. What's that weight? Why is it there? How many times have you dismissed it, called it fatigue, only to hear it growl louder in the quiet? How many days have you walked past that mirror, dodging the eyes that see through you, the eyes that know? This isn't a shout you can hush, not a foe you can punch and bury. It's subtler, more pervasive, a rustle in the corners of your mind, a shiver that ripples down your back, a presence you don't name but can't exile. Carl Jung saw it with piercing clarity. This is your shadow, the dark underbelly of your psyche, the vault where you've stuffed everything you've refused to claim. Anger, shame, lust, fear, the yous you've smothered to stay clean, to stay safe, to stay loved. It's not an intruder. It's you, carved from every impulse you've gagged, every wound you've bandaged, every truth you've painted over. Jung insisted growth hinges on it. Face the shadow, wrestle it, weave it into your fabric, or it festers, pulls your strings from the dark, shapes you in ways you don't grasp. You've locked it tight, piled bricks of reason, walls of virtue around it, but it seeps through the cracks, stains your days, bends your choices. That sharp word last night, the shadow's tongue, that envy at work, its hunger, that dread in your gut, its stare. You've caged it, but it's not gone. It's waiting, patient, coiled, and you're not whole until you meet it. But this isn't just Jung's gospel. It's older, broader, more brutal. Schopenhauer would slump beside you, his voice a growl. Life's the will, he'd say, a blind, ravenous force churning beneath, and the shadows its mirror. Your wants, your hates, your chaos unbound. The simple cap it with habit, the deep feel it roar. And you've felt it, haven't you? That itch when the room's too still, that gnaw when you're alone with your thoughts, the tug you can't place but can't shake. Nietzsche would storm in, fierce and unyielding. The shadow's your power, your fire. Embrace it, wield it, or it owns you, turns your strength to ash. Sartre would lean against the railing, his stare cold. You're free to face it, he'd mutter, but freedom's a blade, cut deep or bleed out. Huxley's vision glints. Society smothers it, drowns it in shallow shine, keeps you numb to its call. Frankel's whisper cuts through. It's the root of your meaning. Dig it up or drift forever lost. Step into the wet hum of your brain, the pulse of it. Picture a lab, all white walls and steel tables, machines buzzing, screens mapping your neurons' wild dance. Your psyche stripped bare under a harsh light. The shadow's there, in the amygdala, flaring at buried rage, a jolt of heat you can't dodge. In the cortex, spinning webs of denial to cloak it, a lie you half believe. In the reward loops, dopamine spiking when you sidestep it, a fleeting high that fades. Neuroscience names it suppression, shove it down, and it rots. Stress spikes, cortisol floods, a wound that spreads, face it, and it shifts. Oxytocin flows, fear ebbs, a circuit rewires toward growth. Cognitive biases guard it like sentries. Denial shrinks it to a speck. Projection hurls it onto others. They're the problem, not me. Confirmation seeks only the light, blinds you to the dark. This isn't fancy. It's flesh, a beast caged in your cells, pacing, snarling, alive. Rewind the years. Peel back the skin of time. You're a kid again, sprawled in a backyard, the sun a furnace overhead, the grass prickling your arms, the air thick with summer drone. You raged, kicked a ball too hard, screamed at a friend over a broken toy, shoved a sibling in a flash of red. And then you hit it, learned fast. Good kids don't yell, don't hate, don't break. You swallowed it, plastered on a smile, built a self from quiet, from yes, from please. Now you're here decades later, the bridge quaking, that rage a growl you don't own, that shove a pulse you don't claim, that scream a whisper you've gagged. Jung's shadow isn't fresh. It's ancient, layered, every no you forced down, every yes you faked, every you've buried to fit. This isn't your fight alone. It's ours, a plague stitched into the weave of the world. Society dreads it. Ads peddle peace, not truth. Buy this, feel that, stay calm. Tales exalt heroes, not their flaws. Superman's cape, not his doubts. Norms chain the wild, not free it. Be nice, be tame, be small. Nietzsche's Übermensch battles it, rises through it. Huxley's dystopia flees it, numbs it with glitter and noise. Schopenhauer's will feeds it, thrives on its chaos. You're conditioned to run, to work the hours, smile the smiles, chase the shine, not to dig, not to look, not to feel the beast beneath. Zoom closer, cut into the day's flesh. You're at a party, the room pulsing with music, voices overlapping in a warm, messy hum. Glasses clink, laughter spills, a friend boasts about a raise, another gushes over a date. You grin, nod, sip your beer, then feel it. A stab of spite at their ease, a twist of shame at your own quiet, a flicker of rage you mask with a laugh. You sip again, harder, but it's there, souring the taste, tightening your grip. Or it's later, night folding in, the house a tomb of silence save for the faint creak of settling walls. You sit with a journal, pen poised, aiming to write, goals, dreams, a self to claim. But the ink stalls, a flash of shame at a lie you told, a buried hurt from years back, a you unpenned, unvoiced, clawing up. You slam the book shut, pace the room, but it follows, a shadow on the wall, a weight in your step. Sartre's freedom chokes here. You can face it, can name it, but the naming terrifies. The facing freezes, free to meet it, free to flee, and you waver, caught. Picture a beast, not a tail, but flesh and bone, teeth bared in a snarl, eyes glinting with a fire you can't douse, crouched low in the mist, its breath a heat you feel on your neck. Every dodge fattens it, every lie sharpens its claws, every turn pumps blood to its veins. You've starved it, caged it, but it grows, fed by your silence, your shame, your flight. Frankel's voice fights through the wind. What does it mean, he asks, but the shadow blurs it, demands you look, demands you see. Not a question, but a command. Let's stretch this wider, peel back more days, more skins. Think of last week, Wednesday, a gray smear of a day. You're at work, the office a drone of keyboards and coffee breath, a task lands, simple, rote, and you do it, flawless, fast, the boss's nod a fleeting bomb. But then it creeps, a memory of a snapped no to a colleague, a pang of guilt you didn't mean, a resentment you didn't voice. You push it down, type faster, but it lingers, a hum in your ears, a knot in your throat. Or Friday, rain tapping the roof, the kind that begs you to slow, to sit. You pull out a guitar, a book, a sketch pad, tools to root you, but they sit untouched. Your mind leaps to a fight you lost, a dream you shelved, a you hid, and the rain falls unheeded, the tools gather dust. How many hours have you burned dodging it? How many selves have you lost to the cage? This isn't random, it's rhythm, a pulse you can't break. Jung's shadow isn't a ghost. It's the ache in your jaw, the clench in your fist, the you've drowned in light. Schopenhauer's will isn't theory. It's the want in your gut, the chaos in your veins, the beast you fed with every no. Neuroscience maps it. Suppression festers, cortisol spikes, a wound spreads, avoidance rewards, dopamine dips, a cycle spins. Society stokes it. The ads, be happy, buy this. The tales, be good, not real. The rules fit in, don't feel. Nietzsche's power slips. You could claim it, but the dark daunts. Huxley's world blinds. Noise over truth, shine over depth. Let's dig deeper into the meat of it. Monday, you're at a friend's, the kitchen warm, pots simmering, voices weaving a thread of ease. They laugh, a promotion, a trip, and you join, but it hits. A flash of envy, a buried grudge, a you unvoiced. You stir the soup, smile wider, but it's there, bitter on your tongue. Tuesday alone, the apartment a cave, a letter half written to your dad. You mean to finish, to mend, but the pen drops, a memory of his words, a hurt you locked, a rage you won't name. Sartre's freedom is a whip. You could write, could face, but the coulds pile, a wall you can't breach. Picture the beast again. Bigger now, its fur matted, its growl a rumble that shakes the bridge. It's not a shadow, it's a storm, a tide, a you unclaimed. Every lie builds it, every dodge fuels it, every silence sharpens its edge. Frankel's why is a flicker. Intelligence sees it, but the beast demands more. Not just meaning, but meeting. Not just light, but dark. Make it urgent, visceral now. Right now, as these words burn into you, the bridge quakes, your pulse thunders, the mist bites, the railing bends. Jung pleads, face it, grow, become. Schopenhauer nods. It's you, always was. Nietzsche roars, claim it, wield it, rise. Science begs, see it. Neurons shift, you can too. Sartre cuts, choose it or be chosen. Huxley warns, it's there, beneath the noise. Frankel urges, find it, hold it, live. The wind howls, the beast steps closer, its eyes lock yours, its breath sears. Are you ready? The bridge cracks, the dark yawns. Will you meet it, name it, weave it, or run again, lost in its jaws? The fight's not here. It's there, in the shadow where you rise or fall.